All right, I think we're ready to go. We good? All right, it's Rob from Perry House once again. We are here with Ron from Gene Scene. We are so excited. He got a show he's promoting tonight at the Green Beacon here in Greensburg. It's gonna be awesome. But we wanted to start out, even before we get a question for you, we actually brought a gift for you from something that meant something to us that we hope means something to you. It's kind of it's like a little of a homemade thing, you know.
Oh, that's sick. Thank you. Thank you. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you so much.
That's a festival he puts on yearly that we went to for the first time last year, and it was awesome. So I've been doing a lot of talking. Let's jump into you. What do you do at Gene Scene, and how did it all get started?
So I mean, basically, I was in the scene in the late 90s, early 2000s. You know, I went to a lot of shows, and it really genuinely helped me through a lot of tough times in life. And then during COVID, I was like at home and bored, and I was like, you know what, I think I've always wanted to start a label, so I just started kind of doing tapes with the help of some people that I was friends with. Nate from No Funeral helped me out a lot, and Eric from Larry Records. They helped me get set up, and then from there, it just kind of spiraled and grew from that.
All right, awesome. This next question. So we actually took the turnpike to get here. We a little birdie told us that maybe when you used to work for the turnpike, is that true?
Yes.
And we heard that you used to listen to up to 400 albums a year while working.
200.
200?
200.
Just one time through?
No, I'd listened to them at least 3 times through.
3 times? So 600 album listen-throughs a year?
Correct.
What genres were those?
Lots of different genres. It was pretty much anything that I would find I would listen to. So there wasn't a whole lot that I wouldn't at least give a fair shake to.
Wow. A fair shake, 3 listens.
Other than, I will say I'm not much of a country music guy, so not a lot of country music in there.
All right, but anything and everything else?
Pretty much.
All right, so we kind of got the idea of what Gene Scene is. What do you see as the future of Gene Scene? In 5 years, 10 years from now, what would you like to see?
I mean, I just want to continue to grow the label. I also, last year was actually the first year I did do the fest. So you guys were actually at the very first one.
Awesome.
Which is great. So thanks for coming. I appreciate that. I'd like to continue to do shows. Also, recently, a friend of mine and I bought some laser engraving equipment, and we're going to do some more screen printing and a lot more handmade, DIY related stuff. Probably more vinyl coming in the future as well. So,
So, we were actually doing some creative processing on our own, on your behalf, unannounced. So you got Gene Scene, and now we understand you got Gene Screen.
Yes.
So what is Gene Screen is?
It's going to be a screen printing and an engraving service for cassettes and vinyl, and eventually, we're going to put together whole packages for bands. We want to try to keep it as low cost as possible and, DIY as possible.
Awesome. We love it. So me and the boys over at Perry House, we did some brainstorming for you because you seem to like to branch out. We thought, we have a list here. We thought maybe you could start a cleaning company called Gene Clean.
There's a possibility for that.
What about a meditation room called Gene Serene?
It's a good one too. It's a good one too. I like that one a lot.
A locomotive company called Gene Steam.
That's also good.
And this one, I was a little sketchy on this one, but an ice cream shop called Gene's Cream.
That's probably more in the wheelhouse of where we would head, by the way.
All right. Gene's Cream coming 2026.
As a huge ice cream fan, which I'm sure was put out to you guys.
Oh, man. All right. Next question. Back on track. If there is one band of any genre, any level that you could work with, who would that be?
Oh man,
massive, miniature.
That's a tough.
I figured
choice.
For you this would be a hard one.
Truly, and this is not going to give me any points with the scene. I love the New Pornographers. I would love to do something with the New Pornographers. Indie rock stuff. My second love.
Awesome, sounds good. We'll tag them below and you can check them out. So, we always love to end interviews with this question. Give us, and I know this is going to be a hard one for you because you work with so many people, 3 up-and-coming bands that we're going to tag below that people should check out that they might not already have heard of yet.
So Kiande Amedha, who is playing tonight, 100% check them out.
All right.
I'm working with a band called To Kill a Fly from Arizona.
All right.
They have an amazing EP called Bedlam that came out last year. That's awesome. And Kicked in the Head by a Horse from Pittsburgh, one of the best bands going right now. Definitely need to check them out.
Oh, yeah. And if you go to one of their shows, just be ready. They are we've seen them once. First time we ever saw them was at Gene Scene. Wow. Crazy. Well, thank you so much for being with us. And everyone he mentioned, we will make sure we tag below, and we'll tag the Green Beacon. Make sure you give them all a like. Awesome stuff going out here in Greensburg, right outside. We're about 40 minutes or so outside of Pittsburgh. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on. Definitely check out the Green Beacon and check out Gene Scene. Thank you much. See you next time.